really gonna miss you. It's really gonna be different without you. Time is gonna be hard and slow. For the rest of my life, I'm gonna be thinking about you. Yes, I am. Time came when you had to go. I'll miss you, my buddy. I'll miss you, my friend. I promise my love for you will never end. In your finest hour, I was there with you, and without you, things won't be the same. But there's a higher power that we answer to, and you heard him calling your name.
Gerald Bush, call me Bushman. We actually growed up together in the same neighborhood. Quite honestly, he's just a month older than I am. He's born on November 25th. I was born on Christmas Day. No trouble, we hung out. We went by his mom's house and then he went over to my mother-in-law's house and we hung out for quite a while.
Michelle Stills Murphy. Michelle. I know him. We grew up in the same neighborhood and also we went to the same school. We're class of 82. Woo! Johan was always funny. He was my middle son Ryan's football coach when he went to Dillard. And just every time I saw Johan, he always had me laughing. So it's gonna be, I'm gonna miss him. You know, I haven't seen him in a while, but whenever I saw him, we always caught up with, you know, what was going on or whatever, the children, because he have kids my age also. So he's gonna be missed, and my prayers go to the family.
First name, your name?
Marlise D, Zamola.
And did he have a special way he called your name?
Always called me Miss Days, always.
And how do you know him?
He went to Nova and he was a part of the Black Humanities class. And at that time I was the president of the Black Humanities class. And him and Gary Smith and Sheldon Holloway, they absolutely got on my nerves every single time we had to rehearse and every time we got in class. I would always put him in his place and say, Johan, it's a time to be serious and it's a time to play. Okay, Miss Days, okay, Miss Days. I would say that he had a great deal of love and respect in his heart for me from the day we met each other up until the last time we saw each other. I had the opportunity of worshiping with his mother years ago at Evergreen, and I had no idea that Miss Felder was his mother. And I just want you all to know that my prayers go out to the family. All right?
No little song?
What do you all want? I can't do it. Jesus Christ is the way we used to sing. It was a song that we always sung, and they're insisting that I do a little bit of it. So I'm just gonna say, when I think about the hour. To be honest with you, it's been so long since I sung that song. I know, Pam, get up here, what I must do. No one knows the day, nor the hour. There may be one We're gonna leave it there. That's for the family.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Harvey, and
What name did Johan call you?
hot, black, and all of that.
That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
And how do you know Johan?
I know Johan. I work with him. Actually, phenomenal memory is I'm from Louisiana, and my nephew, he came down when he was like a teenager, and Johan and others coached my nephew when they played for Western. And then from there, a great friendship lasted, and then I worked with him at the city and things of that sort, and I know all of his beautiful children, his lovely wife, and his mother.
Now, why are you pointing to your shirt, your dress?
Because this is the best sorority ever. Sigma Gamma Rho.
Okay.
Maybe a Sigma Gamma Rho, and I represent.
All righty. Anything else you would like to say?
Family, you're in my prayers, and just know that when the swelling go down, you'll have memories and two things that does not go into the grave. That's your memories and your soul. Be blessed.
Amen. Okay. Maybe.
Hi, my name is Tiffany. Mr. Johan is my godfather. I grew up with him and Miss Catanalo. At Western, we cheered. Him and my dad played coach football for the Western Tigers, 155 pound, and they were all friends, and we were all like family. It was times where if I wasn't at their house, they was always at my house. Cookouts, everything. And Mr. Johan, I'm a twin. I have a twin named Sharon. He didn't know who I was, so he'd just like, twin 1, twin 2, come in. Well, you know who I'm talking to. Because he never knew. When I was in high school, at Dillard High School, he was world history. He was one of my subs at the school, and he used to always be like, twin 1, twin 2, go get me something to eat. And he used to come to my grandma's house, and I always want her sauce, and he's like, tell your grandma I want some sauce. And he was just a loving person. I mean, like, if you really knew Mr. Johan, he always had you laughing. You was always laughing at him for something, and he'd be like, don't laugh at that. And you'd be like, I'm gonna go. But you know, my family, my mom, Jerry and my brother Bijan Rhett, and just, you know, the Felders and the Rhett families, we was really close. And he was another father figure when my father, Richard Rhett, passed away. Mr. Johan always told me he would always be there. So, and he put a tiger inside my dad's casket. I don't have the tiger with me, but he's always in my heart. And family, I love you. I'm always here for you guys. So much love.
Hi, my name is Sharonda Striggles Webb. Everybody knows me as Sharonda Striggles. How do I know Johan Felder? Well, let me tell you. Every day on the bus, red bone, we gonna get married. Then the next girl, we gonna get married. Johan was just full of love and full of laughter. Had everybody in stitches wherever he went. We loved him. We knew he was gonna be the life of the party as soon as he hit the door. We didn't call him Gigolo Yo for nothing. That was our boy. And I truly love the Felder family. Yolanda, you got a big sister for life now. But we truly love you, and we're gonna be here for you no matter what. Red Bones signing off.
Okay. My name is Tammy. I'm a classmate of Johan, but Johan know me as Tammy Robinson, the two sisters, Tammy and Lynette. Johan was such an inspirator person. When he see you, he always make time to give you a conversation. He always laugh with you, or even sometimes he'll say something insulting to you, but it's funny. And he always in the hallway having a conversation with this person, that person. And about 2 weeks before his death, on my phone, there was a phone call, and I look and it said, Johan. So I looked at the phone, so I answered. So he said, hey, Tammy. So I said, hey, Johan. So he said, how you been? So I said, fine. So he was calling to let me know that a classmate of ours' father had passed away. So I was so happy in the conversation, briefly talking with him. But Johan was always a people person, and he always make you feel warm and loving. And I'm gonna miss him truly.
Okay. My name is James Outwood. Him and Bobo used to call me Chicken Wing. First day at Morris Brown College, I put my books down and I turned around and Johan and Bobo Holloway was at the front door and said that you are a rookie for the rest of your time here. I just miss them and well, we always will miss them, but it just goes to show you we can't take none of our friendships and memories for granted. And this is really touching because it shows how close all of us are and interlocked with one another.
Name McCall. Nathaniel Bowens. Clint Casey, a.k.a. Shaft.
Look like Shaft. Chris Turner. What's around, Chris Turner. They call me the mechanic man. That's what they call me.
So he called you the mechanic man. Any other nicknames?
John Shaft.
John Shaft.
You always call me Brubra. I say House. Brubra.
Okay. Next question. How do you know Johan?
Through this guy.
And
Brian McCall.
Brian McCall, how you met him?
The group of guys that I was hanging with, that's his homeboys, that he originally grew up with here in Fort Lauderdale. And they made me part of their family. Along with his family, made me part of their family also. This group of guys.
Okay, and the last question, do you have any memories, funny times you got in trouble, or any secrets that you want to tell Mr. Johan?
No, we ain't telling no secrets.
I was just trying. I was trying to get it out.
I got something.
Pro Bowl Sunday, Miami. We had a blast.
Every Sunday, every Super Bowl, every football game we go to, we have a good time, great time, just laughing. Dominoes. He always seemed to win dominoes at the end. Yeah, but he was a great cat. We're gonna miss you, yo. We're gonna miss you. We love you, man.
We're part with just 5 of the group, about 14 guys. We call ourselves the Short Street Boys. Yes, we men, but we call ourselves the Short Street Boys. We talk about education, we talk about jobs, we talk about sports mainly. We talk about each other. That's me.
We talk about each other.
But there's nothing that we don't talk about. And we're a group of guys who barbecue all the time. And each and all of us know each and other's brother, one of their wives, or whoever. But better half. We don't say better half. But no, we didn't get in trouble. I'm married. He married. Em ain't married. We've been together 30 years, so you might as well call it married.
Yeah, he's a couple of Saturdays ago, he came by my house and he said to me that he wanted me to service his wife SUV because I'm gonna go to town take back his son to college, right? So we make a time. So I noticed that I don't see him show up, so I called him and I said, what's going on, man? I heard him make a 9 o'clock appointment. He said, bro, I'm coming, man. I just run a little bit late. He came by my house. I fixed the SUV and I said, Chris, I want it ready. I want to take Ernest back to college. So we're going to hit the road about Friday. I was surprised when Brian called me Tuesday morning. I said, Nate, call you? Tuesday, Brian? Wednesday. I said, no, they don't call me. I was working. He said, you and that? I said, what is it? We've been together Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I didn't saw him on Monday, but Tuesday. He pay me. He don't owe me $1. He pay me cash money. I so happy, man. After I drink a beer, I say, no, I'm gonna drink one and I gotta leave. I gotta get something to eat. You know, I have to get myself in shape to hit the road. I have to take Ernest back to college. So he didn't plan for no debt. You know, I just don't know what happened, but you know, God knows this. You know, my condolences go to the family, you know.
He truly gonna be missed.
Yeah,
God bless the family, and we love you.
He called me the mechanic, man. Sometimes he just pull up on me and say, Chris, what's up, man, bro? So I'm here, man. Listen, man, I just passing through, man. But I come in with a catty fan. You know, he's a family man, man. He loves his family to death, his wife and his kids. And I admire that. I used to walk with. Every morning I used to see you and we start to eat each other together. He taking Ernest and his daughter to Parkway. I'm taking Patrick, Brandon and Gayla. So, you know?
Move on and keep it moving.
Yeah. But we don't know what to say, good man, but no man.
To Cat,
we just have to do it right,
Ashley,
you know? Yeah, man. It's all right, you know? But bother me more than all though, he says he's taking back his son to college. So you have all planned for his last boy to go to college. You know, it's all right, man.
Go ahead.
Thank you for the time, man.
Cat, Ashley, Jasmine, Ernest, Miss Maddie, Yolanda, and all his grandkids and loved ones. He lost a great man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's hey. Probably every day we'll be together. Every weekend.
Y'all sing something.
You come back, Johnson. Yeah, that's where we are going.
Alrighty, anything else?
We love you, Jig. We love you, man. Take care of yourself, man. We'll see you, man.
We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Deuces.
My name is Robert Graham. I'm trying to put this mask on, but that's my name, Robert Graham.
My name is Ed Johnson, Edwin Johnson.
Leroy Johnson.
And did Johan call you by a special name? 1 second.
Yes, my name was Bobby. He called me Bobby Bob. And I don't like it. He called it
GD Ed Johnson.
He called you what?
Can't say all the words.
Oh, GD. Oh, they stand for something. Okay, I'm sorry. And?
Dirty Red.
Okay, and how do you know Johan?
all the way through school, sporting events, everything. We've been around each other almost all our lives, pretty much.
Middle school through high school.
And a memory that you would like to share, or words that you have for the family?
Just, I love the family. I love Johan. He's a brother of mine. He's more than a friend, and I miss him very, very much. I missed that last call that I should have got to him that I didn't, and I wish I had done it. So I have a lot of memories. I got to move the reel for the memories.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He was always upbeat, always upbeat. Wouldn't let you be down either.
No.
Come on, man, come on.
Western Tigers.
Yeah, they got stronger with the Tigers. Yes.
And if you have anything else that you want to say, you can say it now, and if not, that's it.
All I got to do is say I love the family, and I love Johan, and rest in peace, my brother. We'll see each other again.
That.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay, so first thing, what is your name?
My name is Cheryl Heath.
And did Johan have a nickname or a special way he called you?
He didn't have a special name for me, but I had a special name for him, which was Yo. It was just a special way that he, folded his flag. Mm-hmm. We used to call him Gigolo.
So he wasn't putting. So your name wasn't putting?
No, he knows nothing about putting.
Someone in the background trying to tell on her.
Tell him.
You trying to want the truth. Okay. So then, how do you know him?
I knew him through, going up to school, going to school at Nova. I pretty much hung out. There was no class that I wasn't a part of. I knew the older people, the mid crowd. Johan, he was always like, they said that he was always a fun person, full of spirit, would not let your spirit be down. As long as you're around him, he's gonna make you smile. He was always a loving person, always a loving person. And his sister, Yolanda Felder, is my classmate. So that's how, it's all family. I don't care what year you came out in Nova, it's all family. It's all love.
And I don't have any personal memories of Johan, but yeah, that class of 82, yeah. Yeah. And yeah, I get it. Yeah, they created a lot of memories at Nova. So nobody can tell that story but them. But I sat in the background and I knew what they did. But Johan, rest in peace. And we all love you, and you're gonna definitely be missed. My heart goes out to my sister, not by blood, but my sister as a classmate and one that I love, Yolanda Felder and family. My condolences to you all.
Amen. All right.
Juan Piyfrom.
Okay. And the next question is, what name did Johan call you by?
He called me Cousin Pie. Cousin Pie. That's what he called me when he talked to me on the phone.
And how do you know him?
First cousin. He is my first cousin. He is my daddy's only sister's firstborn son. That's how I know Johan.
And your fondest memory?
I can't quantify it because there's too many. We have known each other. We knew each other from the time that both of us formed our first memories. So I don't ever remember not knowing it. So I have a whole lifetime of memories with Johan.
Did Johan ever get you in trouble?
I can't tell that. He never got me in trouble, but we got into a whole lot of trouble together. And some of it I'm gonna take to my grave like he took to his, because we had a whole lot of fun. But let me tell you something about Johan, and Kathy asked me to speak tomorrow at the memorial service. And I'm going to tell y'all now what I'm going to say tomorrow, at least a version of it. And that is, my cousin Johan was somebody who I've never heard anybody say a bad thing about. Never heard anybody say any cross words about Johan. He knew everybody. And his life could be summarized very simply in that he always had fun. Every time we were together, we always had fun, whether it was when we were little boys playing with the train set at Auntie Maribel and Uncle Ernest's house back in Johan's bedroom, to the time when we hung out together when we were living in Atlanta. And what people who don't know Johan should know is, because of the way he lived his life, his candle shined extremely brightly. And sometimes candles that shine that brightly burn out all too fast. But I can tell you the one thing that I know without any fear of contradiction is that my cousin Johan got all of the fun he could get out of life. If there was a table of fun, he left no fun on that table. He got all of it while he was here, and he passed it around and shared it with everybody that he came into contact with. So while I will miss my cousin dearly, I will miss him with every ounce of my being. I only shed a small tear for him because I know he lived this life. He did this. He lived it well. He raised 3 great kids. He was a good husband. He was a great cousin. He was a wonderful uncle, great family member, and all other things being equal, he's one of the best men I knew. So, farewell, my cousin. I love you, and I'll see you on the other side.
My formal name is Karen Piyfrom Abrams.
And what did Johan call you?
Johan called me Sharon Piyfrom every time. He called my whole name. And sometimes he called me Carolyn Sharon Piyfrom, but most of the time I was Sharon Piyfrom.
And how do you know him?
Johan is my first cousin as well. He's my dad's sister's oldest child. And I don't ever remember not knowing Johan. We were born the same year, birthdays a month apart, graduated the same year. I noticed you asked did he ever get us in trouble? We got in a lot of trouble together. A whole lot of trouble.
What kind of trouble?
I can't tell all them secrets, but we got in a lot of trouble. I can tell you one of our fondest memories, and maybe one of the funniest memories. We went out on a cruise, and my cousin that's sitting over there, she can attest to it because she was one of the ones that was affected. And we had, like my brother said, we had a ball. We had a really, really, really good time. And when it was close to time for the boat to dock, my cousin and I, Lucrecia, we sat down just to rest a little while and fell asleep. Your horn left us on the boat. Me and Clee was asleep on the boat and he left us. We had somebody else had to come and wake us up so we can get off. So, I mean, you know, of course we gave him a few choice words when we left. But we, every time we got together, we had a really, really, really good time. And he is sorely going to be missed because he was the life of the party. And he was someone that I've never known him. I have a baby picture with him and I on it, just months apart. So I can't say much more. I might just get a little misty again, but I love you, your horn, and we truly miss you.
Thank you. So let's go ahead and start off with, what's your name?
My name is Lucrecia Kight.
And what did Johan call you?
Johan called me Lucrecia Kight. And he said it in a voice, as my daddy would say.
How he said it? Can you imitate it?
Lucrecia Kight. And he said it fast.
Say it one more time.
Lucrecia Kight.
And how do you know him?
Johan is my first cousin. Johan's, my Auntie Maribel is my daddy's sister.
Okay. And your fondest memory of Johan?
I have so many fond memories of Johan. We shared cooking secrets. We got in trouble together. He left me and my cousin on that boat. Yeah, we were traumatized.
I see.
And he left us, and when we got off, we say, Johan, why you left us? Wasn't nobody gonna take y'all. But one of my fondest memories when I moved back to Belgrade, started doing repairs to the place, to the house where my father once lived. And Johan would often come out and visit with me. And on one of his visits, I said, I got something for you, cuz. And I gave him a key to the house. And the smile on his face, I never forget. He said, cuz, I got me a key. But he will be sorely missed. And my father's spirit lived in Johan. He's just the twin to my daddy, but he will be missed. He was a cousin that knew how to live and had a good time. And I love you, cuz. I'm gonna miss you dearly. Rest in peace. I'll see you again.
Great. Okay, first question, what is your name?
My full name is Kia Raquel Smith.
And what did Johan call you?
Johan called me Kia Poo.
How did he say it though?
Kia Poo!
And how do you know him?
Johan is my first cousin. My mom and his father, who preceded him in death, are brother and sister, or were brother and sister.
And the fondest memory you have of Johan?
There are so many. Johan was just like his dad, so family was extremely important to him, extremely important. And I think the thing that I know that is most meaningful to me from Johan is that he was always a protector. Yolanda and I grew up like sisters. So he viewed me as his little sister, and he was always wanting to protect me. If he saw me out back in the day at a club doing something I didn't have any business doing. He was quick to check me. And yeah, that's what I'll remember the most, is that he was a protector for me.
Anything else you want to share?
Just the sentiments of most of the family, that he will be extremely missed. Again, family was very important to Johan, so he was always the one visiting and just, you know, checking up on you, making sure you are okay. And I just want my cousin to rest in power and know that he will be sorely missed by all of us. Thank you.
Pamela Blands.
And how do you know Johan?
I'm the mother of the son-in-law to Ashley.
And your fondest memory of Johan?
I would say my fondest memories would be football Western Tigers days.
And do you have a little snippet or something you want to share about, like a time, you know, specifically?
I mean, all the football games, I mean, we were all just like one big family. Just Go Tigers was our slogan that we all said, we all enjoyed. Again, we were just one big family, so all of our games were just amazing.
Okay. And do you have any other words that you would like, anything else you would like to say?
Just give words of comfort to the family. Just, you know, lift them up in prayer. Johan, you was the best. Take your rest.
So, first question, what's your formal name? Oh, yeah, take off the mask.
Well, for you, yada yada, I'm gonna give you my former name. Everybody know me as Benny Blades, but I am Horatio Benedict Blades. But for you, I know every time me and you had disagreements, you bring that up. All right, Horatio. So for you, I'm gonna go with that.
So that's the name that, I know you said he calls you that when you had disagreements, but what did he call you when he saw you?
Oh, I'm Big Benny.
How did he say it though?
Huh? Come here, big boy. You know, that was him all the time. And he always had to remind me that he was older than me, okay?
How did he do that?
Look, I've been knowing Johan since we've been 7, 8 years old playing at the Western Tigers, okay? Now, when I tell you, every Sunday when we left church, we would have to go by the Felder's house, okay? His mom and my mom were cut buddies, okay? When you saw one, you saw the other one. And so we pretty much grew up together. You know, there's been nights where my mom would leave us over to Miss Maddie's house, and me, Brian, and Johan developed a bond. Even though Brian and Johan were God brothers, I just fit right on up in there. And so, cause I was that younger one, and they would just tag me along because they played on the pound older than me, and so I always looked up to him and Brian. And so, after my career in the league and I came back, I mean, Johan would always, you know, I made sure that he was a part of that whole experience that I had in Detroit. You know, he would come up, you know, him and some of my other buddies, and we would just have a good time. Because to me, I was always a Fort Lauderdale boy. Me and Yada Yada would always be, you know, he let me know, Yo knows everything. Okay, it didn't matter what I did on the field. Yo knew I could do a little bit better. And so that was a camaraderie we had. So when I retired from pro ball and I came back to the old Western Tigers as a coach now, I couldn't coach on no other team but his team. And so it was him, myself, Richard Red, Junior Morgan. I mean, we would argue like true brothers. Argue, disagree, it didn't matter. But he would always remind me, I'm still older than you. So, you know, you get tired of hearing that. I don't care how big you get, he reminded you that he was the oldest. Okay, and so, hey, Horatio, I'm still the oldest now. Even if I ain't want to play a kid, he remind me, I'm the oldest, let that boy play. Oh man, come on, man. I wanted to win just as much as he wanted to win. But if a kid in the fourth quarter couldn't play, I didn't want him to play. But Johan made sure every kid played. And, you know, he just took that time out with those kids. And that's what I'm going to miss about him, you know. He gave and dedicated his life to these kids, you know, from Dillard High School. I brought him out to Academy High School with me. I mean, he's just been dedicated to kids his whole life, and he's gonna be surely missed, and you know, in the youth community. You know, he was a beacon of hope for a lot of these kids.
All right, any other last words?
No, rest on, my brother. You know, rest on. You know, we want to keep you here, but you know, God knows best. You know. Rest on.
Amen.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
The first question is your names.
Sharon.
My name is Jonathan Brown.
And what did Johan call you?
John Brown.
How did he say it? Say it one more time.
John Brown.
Yep.
And what is, how do you know him?
That's my cousin. That's my big cousin.
Big cousin.
Do you know how, like,
We growed up together. We family. His mama and my mama, two first cousins.
Okay.
Me and him.
And his granddaddy?
My granddaddy is his great uncle. We family. We go way back.
Yep.
And your fondest memory?
Our cousin parties.
Yeah, cousin parties.
Our cousin parties.
So, what kind of cousins parties you had?
Man, when we just get together, the whole family, you know, on my mama's side, we play cards,
have a good time.
Yeah.
And this happened, like, did it happen every year?
Whenever we can squeeze in the time. We need one now.
Yeah, sure do.
And do you have anything else you would like to say or to the family?
I'm gonna miss my cousin. You know, that was my big cousin, trendsetter. Everything he went through, you know, I looked up to him. When I got his stamp of approval, I knew I was the man then.
Yeah.
That's my big cuz.
All right, thank you.
All right.
First question, what is your name?
My name is Yvonne S. Greene.
What did Johan call you?
Big Red.
But how did he say it?
I can't say it the way he
yes,
said
you
it.
can. Try.
Big Red.
So, what is your relationship to Johan? How do you know him?
From Western Tigers. I don't even know how old Johan was. Maybe 10, 11. And that was when the Tigers, I mean, it was a family affair. And we saw him every Saturday. I know his mom, I know his dad, I know his kids, I know his wife, I know his children, I know his sister, I know where his room was, where the guns were.
Ooh. You got all the secrets.
I got all the secrets, right.
Okay. And what is your fondest memory of Johan?
When he helped his dad carry my son who had broken his leg off the football field.
Was this during a game?
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
He went down and 60 didn't come up. And the next thing I knew, I saw Ernest and Johan running on the field to get him. And they carried him off.
Okay, do you have any other words that you would like to say?
He lived a good life. He comes from a good family. And he's at peace.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so the first question is, what's your name?
My name is Vincent Felder.
And what did Johan call you?
Newberry.
Newberry?
Yeah.
How did he say it though?
Newberry.
And what's your relationship?
First cousin.
And first cousin how?
On my father's side.
And
his dad's side.
So his father and
my dad
are brothers?
Brothers.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And your fondest memory?
Oh, we played football together. We go fishing together. Oh, we say so many things. We kid each other a lot. And sometimes we sit around and drink beer all day.
Do you have any good fishing stories for us?
Oh yeah, the same we always tell. The people always get away. It was that big, but they got away, you know.
How big? Show me how big.
Yes, it is this big, you know, and he got away. That was his favorite one.
Okay, and do you have anything else you would like to say to the family?
I love my family. Just be strong and just be there, you know.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so question number 1. What is your full name?
Eddie Toney.
Say it one more time for me.
Eddie Toney.
And what did Johan call you?
Like everybody call me E.T.
How did he say it though?
E.T.'s what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I need you today. My dough ain't working, and you know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I gotta do. I need you over here, man. Why about to put me out the high? Cause the dough ain't locking.
Okay, so then the next question is, how do you know him?
Oh, we go way back. Western Tigers. I know so many people from Western Tigers. He was a big brother from way back. I looked up to all my life.
And the fondest memories you have with Johan?
Just going to his house and drinking a couple of brewskis and doing some work from him. And we trade off on a few things. Sometimes, you know, I don't get no money. He gave me a bag of fertilizer or something. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and then the memories. I mean, it was like family. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't do it like that.
Do you have anything else you would like to share with the family?
His mom is like one of my moms, and his sister's like real close to me, and it just hurt me that I'm gonna miss him, because sometimes some of the things he just say just make me laugh, and woo, don't want to cry, but that's about it. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so first question is, I need everyone's name, and you can, if you want to tip it a little bit.
Ben Brown.
Tina Butler.
Caroline Douts.
Nigeria Livingston.
Vanessa Wright.
And did Johan call you anything? Like, did he have a special nickname for anyone in the group?
Brown, hey Brown. Go ahead and say it. Come on, you got to say it. We on camera, we live.
CD. My initials, CD. Jill.
Nessa.
Okay. And how do you guys know Johan?
We all one way or another. We work with him. We work with him. We know him at work and outside of work. Dear friend, dear friend.
And where do you work with him at?
City of Fort Lauderdale, Carter Park, Mills Pond, you name it. Warfield, Oswald, every part. He in the city. Y'all know Han, he everywhere. Yo.
And do you have a special memory that you would like to share?
Big Daddy no sauce. Yes, sir. That's all I gotta say, Han. Ski.
In the summer camp, picnic, and Cat used to always have to make the coleslaw.
And he was a wonderful cook. Every time we had an event, he would cook. He's an excellent cook.
Big Daddy no sauce.
Yes.
We had an awesome time at his 50th birthday party.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of dancing? What made it so awesome?
A whole lot of drinking. A whole lot of drinking, huh? Still going in.
Anything else? Anyone? Any other last words?
Yes, I'd like to speak on for Jasmine. Jasmine. She was my go-to, because I'm a diabetic too, so she would like, I'm looking over here, she would like, I got you, Miss Caroline, I'm gonna sneak you. She sneaked me a little something.
Since she brought it up, since she brought it, I'm the one at the job trying to keep you, Johan, you, Caroline, and you, Tina Butler, off all the sweets, soda, candy, everything. That's me. That's my job. I got footage still. I still got footage. You remember that day? I love you, boy. We gonna miss you.
We gonna miss you.
So much. Definitely gonna miss you.
Love you and miss you.
And we would, excuse me, I'm gonna say this too, and we would go back and forth like, you know, we would be arguing, but one or other had to have the last word. And then the next, people think, hey, why you arguing? So we're not arguing. Then about 15, 20 minutes, it's like it even happened.
They somewhere trying to eat some candy.
That's true too. So I'm going to get some gas, I'm going to the gas station, he'll come back with some now later.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss your house.
Gonna miss you, y'all.
Peace. Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Brian Blades.
Brian Blades. And what did Johan call you?
Bruh.
How did he say it?
What's up, bruh?
And how are you related to him, or how do you know him?
That's my god brother.
And the fondest memory you have of Johan?
Just growing up together, sharing that twin bed when I slept over there when I was 8 years old, and we had so many memories together. You're talking about 42 years.
So is he older or younger than you?
He's a year older.
He's a year older. Did he ever get you in trouble, or?
I think we stayed in trouble with our wives. So I don't think he ever got me in trouble. We just stayed in trouble.
You just stayed in trouble?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you have anything else you would like to say?
I would like to say to Kat, his wife, his kids, my godmother, my god sister, and his entire family. He loved you guys, and he will be greatly missed.
Got it.
All right.
Okay, so first question, what's your name?
Art Kennedy.
And what did Johan call you?
Actually, he called me Jig, like everybody calls him too. So he called me Jig too, I guess.
Jig stand for gigolo?
Gigolo, but I don't know how. I've been married 25 years. I don't know how it was called a gigolo.
Better clean it up.
Yeah, I'm cleaning it up. Clean it up. Won't he do it? He'll clean it up.
Okay, so the next question is, how do you know him?
We started back maybe 45 years ago. We played at Western, the old Western Tigers. We played, we were all out there together.
What did you play?
I played football. Played football at the old Western Tigers over off Davie at Sunset Elementary. Through the years, when he coached at Dillard, I'm affiliated with Dillard a lot. I'm a diehard Dillard fan. Actually, we just we knew a whole lot of the same people. He was a little older than me, but we still hung out a lot, you know.
And your fondest memory or a memory that you have?
My fondest memory, I hired him at the airport. I hired him at the airport to come work for me, and he said, funny memory, he said, man, I didn't know all this took place, you know, as far as getting bags on the plane and working, putting luggage. And I tried to put him in an easy area. He said, man, ain't nothing easy about this. Ain't nothing easy about this. So, yeah, it was a good memory, and he worked for me at the airport for a little while.
All right, anything else you want to say?
I hadn't talked to him in about 2 months prior to his passing, but I had talked to him last Monday, and it was about two or 3 months prior to that I hadn't talked to him, and we were just talking about his Ashley's new child, and you know, he's so happy to be a grandfather, and you know, he's feeling good and sounded very upbeat. So when I got the news, it was kind of devastating to me. It kind of put me in a bad light for a while. But we know he's not suffering anymore.
Amen.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Hello, my name is Pamela Dukes King, and I know Johan Gigi from Nova High School. We graduated together in class of '82. I kind of graduated a year early. But anyway, we had some really, really good times in school, out of school. He called me Pam Dukes, and it was definitive when he called it. But he was a very, very good friend of mine. Johan was very close to my heart. And I'm going to miss him very dearly. Memories,
we just have a lot of memories. I'm gonna just leave it like that. They're good memories. He was always the life of the party, like they said. But even when we came back home, when we graduated, the class would just get together and we would just reminisce and just have a good time and catch up with each other. And that part I'm definitely gonna miss. But I do want to say to Miss Maddie and Yolanda and Kathy, the kids, the grandkids, just be strong, be there for each other. We don't know when this day is going to come for us, but hold on to what you have. Love each other, love on each other, just appreciate each other. And again, condolences to the Felder families from the Dukes and Kings families.
Okay, so your name?
My name is Caroline Bush Lindsey. Gigolo Yo called me Caroline. And he have always called me Caroline. And I tried to correct him that my name is Caroline, but he could never get it. So I just stuck with Caroline. I know Johan from Nova High School. In high school, Johan was a flirter. He loved to flirt. And that was Johan. And I think that's how he ended up with the name Gigolo. So I call him Jiggy when he get on my nerves. He's Jiggy. But any other time I call him Yo. My memory of Johan was, I can remember one night, maybe about 11:30, 12 o'clock, Johan gave me a call and he said, Kali, come outside. I say, come outside for what? Because I'm out here in your driveway. Come outside, Kali, because I see your lights on in the house. So I go outside, we talk, and at that time his daughter was getting ready to get married, and he was telling me about that and how he was trying to find a spot for her to have a wedding. So then he started calling everybody else. So he called Rodney Keith Wright. Rodney fussed at him because he was calling too late. So then he called Sheldon, who we call Bobo. Bobo really started fussing. Johan, you need to know how to call people at a decent hour. So he said, I'm out here with Kali. Me and Kali out here talking. I said, Johan, do you think everybody up because we up? Kali, look Kali, we gonna call him anyway. So he did, that was just Johan. But one memory that I have from Johan, he shared with me that night. He said, Kali, I pass by your house every night. I said, what you passing by my house for? He said, Kali, because I know you and that grandson in that house. So I passed by to make sure ain't no strange things going on in around your house. I said, okay, Johan, I got you. So after that, I didn't just take Johan as my classmate and my friend. I took Johan as my little brother. Because he did remind us all the time he was the youngest of the bunch. But Gigolo Yo, I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him calling my name. I'm going to miss him stopping by my house on occasions. But I want to say to the family, look up. Just hold on to the memories that Johan left. And to Kathy, I understand what you're going through. I went through the same thing in 1992. What took me and what got me through it was the memories. So just hold on to his memories. And I'm praying for the family. I know you guys need it. And Johan always called me Mama. He said I was the mama of the group. So he felt that I was supposed to do everything when things occur. So I know Miss Felder was his mother, his biological mother, but I was the classmate mother. So we both have a bond with Johan. And I just want to say I love you guys, and just keep praying, and I'll pray for you. From the Bush and Lindsey family.
Ron Christopher Gerald Lewis, also known as Bubba Lou. Johan called me Ron, a cuz.
And how do you know him?
I got a friend that's not a friend no more. He's my cousin. His name is Steve Jordan. Steve Jordan, mama name is Verla Ann Felder Jordan. So that's his aunt. And I've been in the family since the 3rd grade. And Jig is my cousin. I mean, Johan, a Jig.
And a memory?
A memory. With that, we're not sure who's gonna play this tape, so I plead the 5th. But I love you, Jig, and I'll see you when I get there.
Thank you.
My name is Thomas White. I'm from Miami. Me and Johan went to college together, Morris Brown. We were roommates. 2 or 3 years. They called me Chumley.
So he would, when he saw you, he would say what?
What's up, Chumley? Last time I saw Johan and Kat was a few years back when I had a 40th birthday party for my wife. But yeah, we lived together in Atlanta for years. You know, have a lot of fond memories, a lot.
I feel like some of those memories look like trouble in your head.
Never trouble, you know, just a little mischievous, but you know, trying to grow up, trying to live life in Atlanta at the time.
Do you have any college days stories for me? Anything that happened in college that you were like, I can't believe Johan did that?
Nothing I can say on camera. Nothing I can say on camera. But,
you got to take it to the grave.
Yeah, definitely. But we had some good times here and when he came back home in Fort Lauderdale. So, you know, I'm going to miss him. I'm going to miss him.
All right. Okay. What is your name?
Hi, I'm Cynthia Ball Kelsey, one of the Ball sisters. We grew up on 4th Street with Johan.
And did Johan have a special way to greet you?
No, just hey.
And so you know him from 4th Street?
From a very little boy.
Okay. Do you have any memories you would like to share?
The most I remember about him is being mischievous and taking his bicycle and riding out of the neighborhood when he knew he wasn't supposed to. His mama looking for him down the street, and all the time I knew where he had went, but wasn't for me to tell her. But yeah, he always went out of the neighborhood on that bicycle. He was a little mischievous, but he was a good kid. He and my brother were friends.
And do you, is there anything else you would like to say to the family?
Just my deepest condolences to them all. Miss Maddie, Yolanda, and even the girls, his wife and children, whatever my family, the Ball family, can do for them, because Maddie has always been there for us. Anytime anything came up, she's just been so supportive, and we want to be that way for her as well. And she knows that. I just want to say it.
All righty.
Peter Pender.
And what did Johan call you?
Sergeant Pender.
And your relationship, how do you know him?
We worked together at Dillard High School, and we were associated there. We ate bread together, and we did a lot of things together.
And your fondest memory of Johan?
I would say going to the games, to the basketball games and the excitement of the games, hanging out, eating lunch together, you know, just doing things at Dillard High School.
And do you have anything else you would like to say to the family or anything else?
My deepest condolence for his loss, your loss, and I pray that God give you the strength to endure this. And he was a great person. I mean, he was a wonderful person to know and to be associated with. Great co-worker. He'll give you his last.
Arthur Johnson. Vince McNeil.
And did Johan have a special name he called you?
Call me AJ. And I'm Vince.
And how do you know him?
Football on the street, right on 4th Street. That's where we know him, football on the street.
Did you guys play for Tigers or any other rival?
Street ball.
Just street ball.
Street ball.
Okay, and a memory that you have of Johan?
Oh, I got one. He like, man, you think you can handle all of this right here? And he came down the side of the street and I laid an elbow on him. And that was the littlest thing on the street. And I'm still the littlest thing on the block.
Now, if Johan was here today, would he corroborate that story?
Yeah.
So he would say that you took him out?
Yeah, I didn't think you had it in you. That's what he would say.
Okay, and did you have a...
And mine is the opposite, because I always like to try to play running back, and he always said, you ain't gonna never pass that goal line, and he stuck me every time. I never got across the goal line when he was on the opposite side. But I guess my most fondest memory was when Mr. Felder was alive, because his dad taught baseball for the blacks in the community. And you know, and everybody wanted to be his little brother so we could play baseball for his daddy.
Not me. I hated baseball. I hated baseball. Still hate it.
So, anything else you would like to say?
No, but just I'm glad he's on a better path now. I hadn't seen him in a few years, but I knew he was out coaching. So he was doing something that he loved. I can tell you that he was doing something that he loved, that football. But that's my memory of him, and I'm glad, I'm thankful God he's gone.
And mine is to continually pray for Miss Felder, because it's not hard to understand, but it's, to get to where this is, because to know where she is right now, we need to send our prayers and tell her that we still love her, even though she was our surrogate mom and that could beat our butt, because back in those days they
Everybody
beat our butt.
Everybody can beat your butt. Everybody on the block can beat you. And then she'll take you home and tell you, I beat his butt, his butt was doing something and such. So, but yeah, I'll go by and check on her later on in the weekend. Everything time to settle down.
All right, but we do love you, Miss Felder, and we are praying for you. All
Yes,
right,
ma'am, and I'll be by to see you. Check on the weekend. Give it time to settle down.
First question is your names.
I'm Tina Matthews.
I'm Dwayne Matthews.
The second question, did Johan have a special name for you, or a special way he called your name?
Well, for me, he called me Red or Fatima.
And for me, I'm Mechanic Man.
And how do you know him?
We grew up in Parkway,
On
right
4th
down the
Street.
street, on 4th Street. About 5 houses down from him.
Childhood friends.
Childhood, from kids.
And do you have a special memory that you would like to share?
Well, he just was a very good friend of mine, a long-time friend. I mean, I've seen him many times. He come by the house often. Was kind of close as friends from childhood to now.
So did y'all get in trouble together? Did y'all?
No, we really was in different parts, you know what I'm saying? Like, we moved on, he moved on, everybody, as we got grown, everybody moved on. But then once he came back around, then we kind of got back together as friends or whatever, and, I'm gonna miss him. And I used to see him maybe like 2-3 times a week sometimes.
Because we're all at the Hurricane Field, football field. But for me, when we were childhood on 4th Street, he used to be this little skinny, scrunchy red dude. And so was Yolanda. Yeah,
Yes.
They used to be little skinny ones, and their mom and dad love them dearly. And nothing has changed.
Thank you.
Well, I guess he's with Mr. Ernest now, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Felder.
So I just want the family to keep their heads up.
Love
just
you.
keep trusting in God.
Love you. From the Matthews family. Thank you.
Gwendolyn Gaines.
And how, did Mr. Johan call you a special name?
No, he usually called me by my name, but he shortened it. He never called me Gwendolyn. He called me Gwen Gaines.
That doesn't sound short to me. He sounded like he added a little flavor to that. Say it again, how he said it.
Gwen Gaines.
That's it.
And how do you know him?
I know him from Nova. We graduated together.
So what kind of classmate was he at Nova?
The left party. He always thought he was the most handsomest man in the world. You couldn't tell him he wasn't a gigolo, that he had all the girls. He was the girls' ladies' man. He always got the hat on, he tilted this way, he got this look about him. That was him. And everybody knew that, but you couldn't tell he wasn't the ladies' man. He thought all the girls in the school was his girlfriends. Nobody couldn't pimp like him, couldn't make the ladies like him. But he was a good friend. He was a good friend. He always kept you laughing. Even to the end, he always had something funny to say. I never really seen him angry. I never seen him mad with nobody. He always had good and positive thoughts for people. And that's how I want to remember him, as a person that always had laughter in his life. I don't really want to remember him now, how he is now. But
anything else you would like to say to the family?
Well, his mom actually sits close to my mom in church, and they always talking. And he always asking my mom about me. So my mom just wanted me to tell his mother that she misses her, and she really wish, that it wasn't on such a sad occasion that she had to say something to her, but she can't wait for church to get back so they can start holding their conversations again. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Say your name.
Daryl Porter.
And what did Johan call you?
DP, Shucky Ducky, Quack Quack, it's time to go. Let's go get a bump, you know, just a little bit though. We ain't never do a lot, we did our thing. And one thing about him, he was a person that was real. If he didn't have the best barbecue when I went to the Little League games, I come down, hey, boy, you gotta taste these ribs. Those are the things about him, you know, and it ain't about him selling it. He trying to make everybody, you know, taste this, please, you know, taste this. And he was a guy that was truly like a family member, because I'm right down the street, you know. And, my grandmother and the family, they all know each other. He's gonna be missed, like he said before, but he looks good. I don't come to very many funeral homes and say a person is at peace. You know, shocking, but you know, sometimes God take away good soldiers.
And my last question is, how do you know him?
I guess from playing professional football, from the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins. He was always home team, and that's something that we never shied away from, because it didn't matter that I played ball. It was more about he was home team at Dillard, Nova, and I played for, you know, rival high school, and he followed me all the way through the career. And you know, as I said, you know, you hate to speak on people when they're not here, but I think we spoke about life more importantly, and you know, how we enjoy to the fullest.
Craig Bond Sr.
And what did Johan call you?
Mackety Mac.
How did he say it though? He didn't say it like that.
Mackety Mac.
Then the next question is, how do you know Mr. Johan?
I know Johan through Rodney and Eric Robinson.
And those are friends?
Yeah, that's the classmate, schoolmate. Yeah.
And fond memory you have? Yeah, that one. That's the one I want. Not the one you get ready to try to change. That one.
Tailgate, Dolphins.
Did you do that regularly with him, or?
Yeah. We did it regularly, and I had a vert that he loved and he always wanted to ride, so I took him down to the game in the vert a long time ago. Yeah.
Did he cook?
Did Johan cook?
Yeah, at the tailgate.
No.
Okay.
He drank. He didn't cook. Yeah.
Okay, anything else you would like to share with the family?
That God is able. Just keep your trust in Him, and everything will be all right.
Amen.
No. Tell the truth, ain't no.
Okay.
On the set.
First question, what is your name?
Kevin Elmore.
And did Johan have a nickname for you?
El Meezy.
But how did he say it?
El Meezy.
And how do you know him?
You know Johan from childhood, growing up, football.
Western Tigers?
No, I hated Western Tigers.
I'm sorry.
I went to Lauderdale. Western was already always afraid to play Lauderdale. But they claimed they did one time. But so happened I wasn't on that team that they played.
Makes sense, makes sense.
And that's been the thing ever since. Nova, Dillard, who drank the fastest beers, Raisin, Ernest.
Going to the Dolphins games. Yeah. Cutting his grass what he would let grow too daggone high. And then talk mess about it.
Any other memories you would like to share? Anything you would like to say to the family?
Well, Cat, Ernest, Jazz, Yo, Mama, Yo knows. So anything y'all need, my number been the same forever. Don't hesitate to call. Right around the corner. Love y'all. Bless.
All right.
My name is Elijah Hodge.
And what did Johan call you?
He simply called me Hodge.
And how do you know him?
Coach Johan was my coach when I played for Little League at Western Tigers. The real Western Tigers, back in the Sunland days. I don't know what's going on nowadays.
Okay, and a fond memory.
Man, so Coach Johan coached my brothers and I for Western, and we actually stayed very close to Lauderdale Lakes, across the street from Lauderdale Lakes Vikings. And if you know Western Tigers, that was our rival. But if it wasn't for Coach Johan and coaches like Coach Red, Coach Morgan, my brothers and I would never get to practice. One of my fondest memories of Coach Johan is after practice one day, you know, Coach Johan and the fellas, Morgan, Red, all those guys hanging out at the park, having a couple of adult beverages. And I'm begging them boys. I'm like, man, I want to go home. I'm tired. It's like midnight, 12:30. And Coach Johan said something to me that I'll never forget. And he said, hey, man, I understand. You're a boy amongst men right now. And boys do what boys do, and men do what men have to do. Right now, let the men do them things. And from that point on, I never complained about hanging out with them. I appreciate it, Coach Johan. You was a father figure to me then, father figure to me now. I appreciate Ashley and you know, Yolanda for sharing y'all father with us, because I know the time you committed to the boys who are now men, and I just want to say thank you and I love you.
What's your name?
Keith Morgan.
And what did Johan call you?
Junior Morgan.
He ain't say it like that. How did he say it?
Morgan. Morgan.
And how do you know him?
I met Johan playing high school football.
What team?
When he played for Nova, I played for Bort Anderson.
So y'all were rivals?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your fondest memory?
Well, I have so many that, you know, I don't know which one to choose from. But I can honestly say my fondest memory is we was coaching a football game and we was up in Deerfield. And it so happened that my youngest son got missing. But he was with Johan, so we got on the bus to leave and we couldn't find Johan or my youngest son. So we got off the bus, went to looking for him. And him and Johan was over the concession stand trying to get some ice cream. And so that was my funnest moment because my son was not lost. He was with his uncle. So, you know, that's one of the funnest moments for me. But, you know, I have plenty more now, you know.
You sure you don't want to share any of them? Did Johan ever, did y'all get in trouble together?
Oh, plenty of times. Plenty of times.
Okay. So anything else you would like to share?
The only thing I want to say, I'm going to miss him. He was a very caring person. If you ever met Johan, man, you know, he's going to make you laugh. He's going to make a million friends and he make one enemy. And, you know, but it's always something to do with Johan. Johan, if we're about to do something, he's going to say, man, well, come on, man, let's go do this. You know, Johan know everybody. When I said everybody, you know, you go somewhere and you're like, I take him somewhere down in Miami. And we're just hanging out for a minute before you know, Johan know about 3, 4 people down there. And I'm like, how you know them? You know, they're not even American, they're Jamaicans. You know, but yeah. But I want to say, man, rest in peace, my brother. Much love.
Okay, and I'll repeat the questions back to you. So the first question, what is your name?
Robert Parson.
And did you have a nickname or a name that Johan called you?
Well, my nickname, everyone called me Possum, but he called me Robert Keith.
How did he say it? Did he say it like that?
Robert Keith.
There you go. How do you know him?
Morris Brown College, August 1982. We met. And he and his other sidekick, Bobo. I mean, everybody know him, Sheldon Holloway as Bobo, but yeah, we all met on the campus of Morris Brown College as young knuckleheads, you know, trying to find our way.
And any special moment or memory that you would like to share?
Well, I can't sum up the memories in this short period of time, because we didn't just meet on the campus. At one point we became roommates, partners in crime, dirt doers, as they say. And you know, it's kind of emotional knowing that one of your close friends is going on to glory, and right before the young age of 55. Our birthdays are only 2 weeks apart, and you know, it's not something that you expect. But Johan was a good soul. You know, he was going to do things his way, no matter what. Good, bad, or indifferent. You know, that was Gigolo Yo. You know, everybody knew him as Gigolo Yo, creme de la creme, top shelf. You know, and he's going to be really missed. You know, talking with some of the classmates and people that we went to school with, you know, we all feeling it. And seeing him in just a few minutes ago, you know, it brought back a lot of memories. He lying in there looking good. I mean, looking real good, looking like his daddy, you know, and you know, he's just gonna be missed. You know, the blessing is that these his children got a chance to see him to the ages where they are, you know, grown. You know, the baby is in college, and you know, he didn't leave Cat with any serious, you know, work to do as far as raising children. You know, that's a hard thing. But hey, brother, you know, we love you, man. Always love you, no matter what, and you're truly missed. Bless you.
First question, what is your name?
Demetria Jackson Rawls.
And was there a name that Johan called you?
Rawls, just R-A-W-L-S, Rawls.
And how do you know him?
From Dillard. He was actually one of the first people I met when I moved here to Fort Lauderdale through Dillard.
And a memory that you have of him?
So what really bonded us about food, because I love to eat and he loves to cook. So whenever he would bring food to work, I would always ask him like, what's that? And so he would start calling me Greedy Rawls. Rawls, you always want something. Rawls, so-and-so. But then he would give it to me. So he knew I didn't eat pork. So whenever he had an extra chicken wing or a chicken leg, he would always say, here, I bought you something. And we just always would bond over food. And whenever I would see him, I would say, what you cooking? What you got? And that's just a great memory that I always would have. I enjoyed seeing him at church. I enjoyed seeing him in the balcony and then even parked by me. And just such a giving and a loving and a kind-hearted person. So I called him Felder. He called me Rawls. He will be missed.
Family, Johan called me Tisa. My dad would call him his whole name, Johann Sebastian. One memory I have is when we were in Auntie LJ's daycare in Belglade, and we were little and we were playing in there, and for some reason it got all tore up. Well, we all got a whooping. We cried and cried and cried, and after that whooping, when we got by ourselves, we all just laughed so hard because we know we had done wrong. Boy, did that whooping hurt. Well, family, great memories. I want to just say we wish we could be with you at this trying time. We love you, and we're going to keep you in our prayers as we go through this. Take care. Much love.
So first question, what is your full name?
Carla Thomas Ware. My condolences to the family.
And how do you know Johan?
From Western Tigers and Mount Olive Baptist Church.
And do you have a special memory or something you want to share, a message to the family? my condolences. And Johan was a full life person and a hard worker and a family man.
Really gonna miss you. It's really gonna be different without you. Time is gonna be hard and slow. For the rest of my life, I'm gonna be thinking about you. Yes, I am. Time came when you had to go. I'll miss you, my buddy. I'll miss you, my friend. I promise my love for you will never end. In your finest hour, I was there with you, and without you, things won't be the same. But there's a higher power that we answer to, and you heard him calling your name.